Okay, the first thing we have to do, since we have the 4th of July happening, this is 24 minutes long. This is Dave's longest like cooking thing ever, I think. This might be his longest video. It's 4th of July special, which he filmed ages ago, so it really isn't the 4th of July at all special. It's many other days in Dave's past special. My suspicion is that this is just like a few cooking videos stacked onto each other. But I would love to see some kind of like different take here. It's 24 minutes. He must add something to the mix that isn't normally there, right? Speaking of mixes, he has a Budweiser, and Budweiser cocktail, it looks like. You see, you take a Budweiser and then you shake it up to get all the fizz out. And then you pour 2 more Budweisers to get the fizz back in. And that's a cocktail. Budweiser, and Budweiser. It sounds like a law firm, but it's just alcoholism.
Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show.
Whoa. That was a good whack-em.
Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show.
Welcome.
4th of July special.
SectaculAR, personally. That's what
All right, first thing we got to do is
that-
we got to make the drinks for this thing. And the one I've decided to make
What is this
today,
sad music?
or for this special, one of two.
Dude, is he playing We Are Charlie Kirk?
Really, they're both
Like one of the like Russian edits? Or
really simple. This one is called Sea to Shining
It's really simple. Immediately fails the first step.
Charlie Kirk was killed by Mossad.
It's really simple. Can't do it.
Sea. So what you want to do is squeeze the juice of 1 1/2 limes
Thank you, young hippie.
into a cocktail shaker. If for whatever reason you can't get fresh limes, lime juice will do.
This is the song that plays when it's not We Are Charlie Kirk, it's Charlie's perspective as a soul flying to heaven and becoming an angel in God's army, okay? This is triumphant.
In a pinch. And then we want to add 2 shots of white tequila.
Brother! Okay, the first and second steps you could not do.
And then we
Look
want
at
to
that.
add
Look at
2
this.
shots of white
There
tequila.
it goes. Amazing. All right, so 2 for 2 fumbles. Holy shit, if we keep up at this pace, it's not going to go well. He's going to light his house on fire.
Or silver tequila, however you want to call it. But
It's like you already drank some of it, brother. It's everywhere. You got half of it on the fucking table.
And then followed by a shot of blue Caraco.
Is it Caraco? What? That was like Curacao. Pronounce Curacao. No, I'm right. Curacao. Curacao? Pretty sure it's Curacao. So.
Speechmodification.com presents
My God.
how to pronounce curacao.
Curacao. I need to add a little more U to it, but I was close. Curacao. Dude, okay. So I was feeling like my teeth were feeling like a little ucky earlier. You know, I was like, man, I need to brush my teeth before stream, which I don't usually do. And so I did, right? I brushed my teeth. I flossed too. I just felt a little like, ugh. I ate some tamales earlier. Maybe they're stuck in my teeth or something. Anyway, did a teeth. Anyway, when I pull on this, there's an effect. I didn't know that. It's kind of nice. It's like mentholated now. It's like a mentholated cigarette, I presume. Weird. It's kind of sweet. I think it brings out like the sugars in the toothpaste, or not the sugars, but whatever, the flavorings. Weird. Never tried that before. Caraco, blue Caraco. You know what? Nah. Nah.
And then
This isn't Dingo.
shake the shaker. And we want to have 2 ice-filled tumblers.
This isn't Dingoable, is it? There's no way.
Robbie is dead. He died last summer!
Thank you, young hippie. He's gonna watch.
Charlie Kirk
Ooh,
is dead.
Truth race. You're right. We should just focus on his reaction to it. Dave, you're doing a great job. Please continue to fumble things.
Also add some ice to the shaker, obviously.
Fuck, dude.
And then just pour the drinks in.
This is his 5th one.
And that is From Sea to Shine.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait, though. Now he's singing. Okay, so that sings, mispronounces, yells. Come on. Sings, mispronounces, and yells. And slob. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Wait. If you're here early, then you're cool. And you have earned special super secret dingo. Special super secret dingo. Let's do it live here. Hold on. Let's do it live. I said let's do it live. Special super secret dingo. I don't know what's going to be on the card, but we'll see. We'll see if it applies. Okay, ready? Ready? Get your bingo points. We're betting them. I'm not going back, but I am going to just wing it. Bet your bingo points right now. See if we're going to get one. I'll snooze it. If you're not subscribed, fuck it. Bet your bingo points. Repeats himself. He might. Worries about money. Misunderstands. Slow brain egg behavior. Extended silence. Audio issues. Body shaming. Nose claw. Rare W. Beard petting. Fake as fuck. Yelling. Fuck off. Sharia Dave. Toxic masculinity. Queen Dave. Right wing. Argues with chat. Dave growl. No. Alcoholic again. Misogyny. Worries about divorce. See, I don't know about this. Bill style pork ribs for the 4th. Achiote, tequila, coriander, and orange juice. I've been roasted for 4 hours, and I have a banana leaf, so I'm tossing a star anise pun into the tinfoil for baking. Topped with pickled red onions. Cookee. Cheese and avocado. Nice. Yeah, definitely alcoholic. This is a ding no. Obviously. Where do you even get it? I mean, he could say anything. I have no idea. There's a card that works somewhere in there, but I can't change it now. This could complete an all baby mouth card, to be honest. All baby mouth? Oh, we don't have baby mouth on this either. We could curate. Dave's special reflecting pool water mix. Well, toothpaste is still in there. What?
My aunt got a room at the Bavarian Inn
Oh my god.
for one night.
Which night? When they get here?
I guess. But
So not
she
when?
was, I don't know, she was like, do you guys also want to stay out here? I was like, it's literally like 20-minute drive.
We'll just go home.
We'll just go home.
Yeah. Wow. A gloop card? We could have a gloop only curated card.
He could still say like creepy shit.
He could definitely still say all sorts of shit. There's no reason that this can't work still.
Mean C.
Sings.
All right, next drink.
We're making more drinks? Did you drink these already? Wow, they're not even the same.
Okay, the next drink is very, very simple. Anyone can make it. It is a good old American whiskey and Coke. With, of course, some lime wedges. So, a shot of bourbon or whiskey, whichever.
Of course, lime wedges in your whiskey and Coke. That's pretentious. I never get lime in my Coke and whiskeys. I never get Coke in my Coke and whiskeys. I will drink an RC Cola cherry with my whiskey. Because I'm a real one. Or a Faygo cherry cola. I don't have one of those. Is the I'm smart when I drink biddy gone? Is it? Ice and whiskey is pretentious. Drink that straight up at outdoor temp. I think it's pretentious if you don't drink it while you're on a hot rod running from the police in the Appalachian hillside. That's what I think.
Whatever you prefer. This is Maker's Mark for mine. And then 2 lime wedges.
This is definitely a We Are Charlie Kirk situation.
And then Coca-Cola.
A little tip for everybody pouring stuff. Try to avoid hitting the ice cube. Put the ice cube in last even if you're pouring a soda pop. Because the fizz gets disturbed.
That's really it. So, American whiskey and Coke. Done. All right, that concludes the drink orders. Okay, now we transfer in
3 drinks
to the dip for the special. It's a really easy dip to do. You can buy most of the ingredients pre-portioned. The only note I have is I just added 8 ounces or 1 block of cream cheese to the bowl. And
dude, this fucking music. It's
I would
super
note
loud.
that this should be added when the
crazy.
cream cheese reaches room temperature. Otherwise, you won't get proper mixing, and you will have like little droplets, little pockets of cream cheese in your dip.
Mixing.
And now I'm adding 8 ounces or 1 small container of sour cream. And
We should have an owl, probably. But he kind of only does it during the cooking. Maybe we should have Cookingo. Dude, lots of fire working going on.
And then we want 1 cup of diced dill pickles. Then we want to add about a half a tablespoon of garlic powder.
This fucking music, dude.
Slightly freak out because your tablespoon is too big for the jar for your spices. And then
silence.
add a tablespoon of dill. Dried dill, of course. And
Does the
then
voice?
add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce.
Mispronounces.
Or Worcestershire sauce. or
Repeats himself?
However the fuck you pronounce it.
NPC dialogue tree.
And then you want to mix this up for a little bit. About a minute, maybe 2. And finally, we're going to add, after the initial mix, a 1/4 cup of dill pickle juice.
Oh, okay.
If you don't know what that is, that's the green crap.
If you don't know what dill pickle juice is? What? Who does he think he's talking to?
in the jar of your pickles.
What are pickles?
And then we're going to rapidly beat this for about another 30 seconds
Horses like
to a minute.
pickles?
And then you just want to pat everything down into a deli container. Maybe add a little bit more. Don't worry, there should be enough for a second container.
So sour cream, cream cheese, and pickles? What is it for?
And that's
Is it
that.
Dip? That's that. No, this is that. Look at all this shit you're wasting. You're wasting. You get the spatula on it and clean this out. What the fuck are you doing?
Dill pickle dip.
It is-
Perfect. For $2.50 America.
For two.
American. $250.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Cool, man. For the purposes of this, I will call that right wing.
Okay, now we're going to move on to apps and sides. And the first side dish up that we have for our 4th of July spectacular is a bacon ranch pasta salad. So as you can see here, I've got a pan over about medium-low heat, I would go. And then we're just going to add a pound of bacon that I sliced up into about 3/4 of an inch pieces. And then we're just going to cook this till it's done.
No. I hate this. In a cold pan. The cold pan's not such a big deal. It's whatever. I don't like cooking bacon like this. I've said it a million times. I'm about to click audio issues if it keeps annoying me. We'll see. There's 24 minutes to go through this. It's more like broadcasting degree territory right now because it's just like poorly produced. No, says so. For ribs, I'm gonna send you to my guy because he can give you a longer. Here you go. This is a good
Today,
one.
I'm going to show you my well-tested recipe for dad ribs, which
Dad ribs. I actually do think he grills them though, but you can do this in the oven. He does the whole thing in the oven, and then like he wraps it in foil, roasts it after seasoning everything, and then at the end he'll hit it on the grill. But if you don't have a grill, just do a broil. They're gonna come out looking like that. Like dinosaur bones, and then by the end of it, it was like this shit. That's crazy. So, you can do the same thing on your in your broiler. You're just gonna have to go in and out of your oven a little bit. Sauce after the first cooking, yeah. So I would do a dry rub. That's just salt, pepper. I don't think it has anything else going on. Maybe it did. Just salt and pepper, really. And then, personally, if you dry brine that overnight, it'll be better. Or at least a few hours. Anyway.
Make our pasta. And
Princess Fiona, 23 months!
I hope you
Thank
have a fantastic day.
I'm sorry that the 4th of July is 4th, brother. Darwin's below the desk being scared and stressed because of the bombs.
you are going to have to break one of the golden rules of pasta. Because it's a pasta salad, you are going to have to rinse it off with cold water to stop the cooking process. And you actually do want to cook it to the minimum time on the package directions. And that's pretty much it for cooking. Let's get to assembly. Okay, so the rest of this is very, very simple. You want to add 1/3 of a cup of mayo.
Okay. So every time you do this, the best thing you could do, because you obviously don't give a fuck if you make a mess, right? Because you're a guy who loves to make a mess, so it's fine. Instead of dumping it all into the pasta, dump it all your wet and like seasoning ingredients that you want in the sauce into another thing, and then mix that all up and then scoop it in here, because now what you have, because this pasta has pockets in it, now you just have some of these that are just going to be filled with pasta or mayo on the inside, rather than, having it dispersed.
I use Dukes.
Love it. Love a Dukes. Silicone spatula, something with a flat edge so that you can get to the edges, because I can see you struggling with this. Look, you can see it all around the rim. Stop using this. Whatever. Just, come on. Pick one. Yeah, Dukes is good. I like Hellman's too. They're different though. Dukes is more zippy. I kind of.
Then you want to add 16 ounces of cheese that's been cubed up in a little.
Oh, I thought it was like sweet potatoes, and I was gonna be like, oh, that's kind of. I kind of like the idea of like a sweet potato thing if they were like roasted, but they were looking plain and not cooked, and I was like, well, what is that? And he's like, oh, it's cubes of cheese that are huge cubes of cheese. These are massive. I'm fine with cubes of cheese in general because I like the idea of them being pea-sized, and maybe some of them snugly fit into some of these noodles, and maybe some of them are just part of a bite, or maybe you don't have a bite with some of them in there. I like a pasta salad's a fun thing. I like a pasta salad. I'm Caucasian. I grew up going to the functions. The problem is always the lack of thought. Like, the form factor here could be good. I don't hate cheese in a fucking pasta salad. I hate the assembly process, and I hate your lack of thought. Smaller pea-sized, or just small enough to fit into these sometimes. Little crumbles. Really take your knife to them. You could also just, grate it, but I kind of like the cube idea. Just not big ones.
Bite-sized pieces. I used 8 ounces of mild cheddar and 8 ounces of sharp cheddar for this. And then we want to add 2 teaspoons of dried parsley, a teaspoon of dried dill, and then 1 package of dried ranch dip mix.
All right. Please, guys, don't put ranch dip mix in stuff. I know some of you out there are guilty of this. You don't have to out yourself. Some of you guys fuck with the ranch dip mix. I just fucking can't do it. Or the French onion dip mix. I can't live that way. I don't know how. It just never was good to me. Ever. Add it to some sour cream. Dip your potato chips in. It's not for me. It's not for me. I'd rather have the already tubbed shit than the packets. Like, if you're gonna make ranch, just get the seasonings for ranch. Get the things that go in ranch. MSG is one of them, and make yourself the thing. You're already putting like parsley and other shit in there, garlic and fucking like.
Charlie Kirk is dead?
Howdy, folks. I haven't been here in a while. That's okay, Kid and Cupcake. Whack 'em. Whack 'em.
Charlie Kirk was killed by Mossad.
Guys, no conspiracy theories on this flat earth will be accepted, okay? Only facts and truth bombs. Gotta stay hydrated from all the ranch.
And to all my European friends on America's 250, if you really do love ranch as much as you did during the World Cup, you can buy this stuff on Amazon by the crate and just use buttermilk. And then, of course, we're going to add some salt and pepper.
I would like 1 crate of ranch packets, please. America!
And then add all that wonderful cooked bacon.
Yeah, the form factor is still shit. You see how big these are? I always hate it.
I hope
Realize
you
that-
have a fantastic day.
Purple nickel. What? Did you not? What? The bowl? Thank you. 62 months from Purple nickel.
The bowl you were going to serve this in is way too small for for mixing it. And last thing you want to do is add 16
Is this AI?
ounces of sour cream.
That's sour cream.
Tiny little balls.
Jesus. Yeah, I would have taken all the wet stuff, your ranch packet, your fucking other stuff, mixed all of that together, and then dumped it in. The form factor would have been smaller on the cheese and the bacon, and I would have cooked the bacon in the oven and just crumbled it so it rendered.
And then you just want to mix everything around till everything is nicely coated and everything
You see how some stuff is like globbed and it's like different densities in here?
is all kind of happy and married together. If it is a little too dry for your liking, feel free to add some extra mayonnaise.
Yeah, extra mayo.
And then we'll just pop this into our serving bowl, put the lid on, and let it chill out in the fridge for at least an hour before serving.
Yeah, I love pasta salads. I don't love this.
Okay, let's move
I
on.
don't like most people's pasta salads at the white function, but some of them can be good. You know who's making really good, not just pasta salads, but just salads in general, is the cousins, the woke cousins on the other side of the family. Dang.
Yes, I do love mayo.
I'm gonna be honest, the woke side of my family can fucking sling food around. They will do it.
On. All right,
Get all
next
cooked,
up is bratwurst
Thank you, Soda
with a mustard horsey dip.
Horsey dip.
The dip is extremely simple. It's a tablespoon of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of horseradish sauce.
Even your uncle grilled pretty good, not gonna lie. Yeah, he did. Even though I had some notes.
A third of a cup of Dijon mustard, and a quarter cup of whole grain mustard. If you wanted a little spicier, you could just go with
So when I said the other day, I see you just mixing mayo into stuff all the time, and it's like that's your bag. It really is true. This is like the fourth thing in a row you just put mayo in. I wouldn't be surprised if you took a shot of mayo and then chased it with that Jack and Coke.
spicy brown mustard as well. Then just whisk everything together till everything's mixed. And again, pop the lid on and give it a little bit of time in the fridge to come.
Dude, he beiged mustard. What the fuck? How do you do that?
together. All right, let's fire up the smoker.
So crazy.
And then you just
Don't call. Please, David, stop. Please, don't do it. Don't do it. I see what you're about to do, but you should stop. You should clean this real quick. Just real quick. What if you cleaned it, though? But what if you cleaned it first? No. R.I.P. to the grill paint, dude.
just want to place your brats on your smoker. I'm using applewood to smoke my brats.
Might as well be uranium.
Running at about 225.
This grill is just... It's more carcinogens than fucking iron at this point.
Take somewhere between an hour, 2 hours for these to get smoked properly. And pull them when they hit 165.
Great.
And then slice them up into little bite-sized pieces.
Great.
All right, let's go to the final product. And that's really that. Look at that smoke ring. So that's brats, with a mustard horsey dipping sauce.
Mustard horsing dipping sauce. That was a really hard one. That one was funny.
Right.
I think the reason Dave doesn't clean the grill is he saw this as a kid and thought it was great. What? What?
The secret's in the ashes, Steve. See, I never clean my grill. Ashes from the past for burgers of the future. Marcy, you're not eating.
How can I eat with you talking about ashes?
Ugh.
Hot with a mustard horsey dipping sauce.
It's hard, dude. It's so funny. I think is it getting worse or are we getting worse? Are we just like, is it both? Do I just hear it more often, or because we've been doing this for years and years, and
Bobby is dead.
It's never been worse than now.
Died last summer.
Thank you, Chucky. Maddie, thanks for the 11 months.
I
Chat.
Have a fantastic day.
You guys have a little momentum. I'm not gonna lie. And if you want real Dingo later with the real chance to win, boy oh boy, don't you want to watch the end of this Dingo? This is maybe just not gonna work, but maybe it will. Maybe it's just
me, Daddy.
maybe it's just free points for everybody. SMG Hardy. I was waiting for it. Thank you, Platypus, for the biddies. SMG Hardy, 5 Ps. It's happening. It's happening. Armor and Quills. Mommy does DPS. Developer Velo. Violent Bananas and Alley in HD. Thanks, SMG Hottie.
I hope you will.
Beating Kappa tier 2 and for 89 months. 4th of Julingo. Chat, do you want to make it spicy? And if you unlock it, I add whatever we get during this, even though it'll still count. It'll be like half. We'll keep this card running, and we'll play this. What do you think? What do you think? Bad, good? Bad, good? Could get weird. That sounds fun. Dr. Nick Snort, 91 months! I like the option of a blackout.
Boom! Roasted. Got your ass, bitch.
I think nowadays, unless he's really on one.
God, you're cute. Do you want to be my little Tootsie Roll?
Jesus. Or we have... Oh, it's level 3. Shit! I really thought it was level 2. That was fast as fuck. It was fast as hell, chat. Purple Nickel and Chucky, thank you. Probably need a double Dingo to get a blackout with the format as it is right now.
Well, let's hear it for the crackhead.
And technically, this is a free Dingo. And the next one... the next one's the big one. We could definitely get some banging action. Let's take the next step. Thank you, this one. 5 piece away, not even, 4.5 piece away from level 4. Dude, I have a pizza craving. He spent today arguing in the comments of his cooking videos. He didn't stream that, or he did? Pizza. He had a nice restaurant yesterday called Jake's on the Water. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, he hasn't streamed since the Raw one? Fuck yeah. Chat's the best part, or it's about to be. We need a 5 piece to get Dingo. Well, to get to level 4 to try to get it. It could happen. Trying to see, do we have any on Cobb? Not really.
Unlike you, I throw myself down with force because I'm a man.
You are forceful. SMG Hottie, quite forceful. Splashing 5-piece. Doing a Bellatrix Scorpius.
I thought Jake was fucking hot.
8882 J-Jack, Sarah Conwar, and Lultac. Happy America's B-Day, bro. Thank you, Tyrannosaurus. I was hot today. I was sweaty. It was moist outside. I need smoke checks, by the way. I should be doing that right now.
I hope you will have a fantastic day.
Thank you very much. Bardlock Moses for 69. Nice. Chucky, that's fake news. That's propaganda. Dude, elections are stupid and weird now. I imagine at one point, somewhere in the history of some place, there was an election with, like dignity. One of them had to have been. I feel like I remember that sometime. Maybe it happened, but probably not. Probably not. It's always probably been crazy. And messy.
It's cold.
Lultac, thanks for following. We're level 4 in the hype train. If you want more bingo tonight, level 6 is what you need. You need to smash your level 6er. Mom Donnie was good. Yeah, but I wouldn't say everyone participating in the election was dignified. It's probably never happened. This one!
43 and I have a hard on in my pants right now.
Oh my god.
I thought Jake was fucking hot.
Ooh, that's why he had one. Thank you, Sody Pup, in this one. We're accidentally corroborating with each other. We are 4 away from level 5. Mitch McConnell was unconscious in his house after cardiac arrest for several minutes without CPR. His brain is toast. There's no way. Mitch McConnell died days ago. If he's still alive. Ain't no way. The man you knew as Mitch is Turtle Soup. Gotta be. Yeah, he was barely fucking... He's fucked up. God. He was on borrowed time anyway. It's clear that something happened. Like he got blasted with some uranium or something when he was young. And it just pickled him perfect. Like radiation, like Spider-Man. But he was just a turtle. Was nearby. Chat, we're level 4. With every subscription, it makes it more likely. I'm not a cat. Knocking Mitch McConnell's turtle shell off the shelf with your paw. Thank you for 5-piece. Give it a Chazzy Shaz. Black of our rabbit. Rinmarth. It's socialism or barbarism. True. Edit Triton official. Thank you. Artistic simplicity. With the bites. Incredible! It's the best part of the song! We're a 10-piece away from level 6. No, we're not. We're a 5-piece away. Sody Pup, give one to Alexiev. Stubtail Destroyer, Jolly Chloe beat Espionage. In Bix Antu. Let's go! Turtle. Yeah, dude, that's in my brain too. Thank you very much. A 5-piece away. SMG Hottie, I'm not a cat, and Sody Pup. Top 3. Chucky, this one, and Young Hippie, the juiciest. Did Mitch McConnell have childhood polio? SMG Hottie, 2 more. Give one to Crickismet and Perirv. Thank you. you. That's very kind, SMG Hottie. Corn whaling as fuck. Everyone hydrate. LaCroix boy! 5 pace! Going to Vicente! Joa Loco, Radiant Rose, Guardian Tefe, and Ryuji. You're in the fucking Dingo zone, dude. So, this would work like a double Dingo, because we're playing Dingo right now. So, a double Dingo, which we'd do later, so we'd bookend with Dingo. And then also, if you complete a level 8, I mean 7's Cobb, 8 could be a Frakes as well, if you want. If you want to get weird. It could happen. Dingo. It could get real weird in here. He survived polio? It's like Satan's been on his side since the beginning, dude. Scary stuff. The demons are out there and they're inside Mitch McConnell. And the only way to free them is to let him go. Let him go to the light. Dude, can you imagine? Someone should make it right now. Mitch McConnell being greeted into heaven by Charlie. You're here with us now, King. Give your religious boomer relatives psychosis. Tell them it's real. Chat, you're in level 6. My God. You an SMG Hottie, I'm not a cat. Sody Pup. That's the top 3. Also, LaCroix Boys, top 4, tied with all them. Chucky, this one, Young Hippie, Platypus, Goblin Culinarian, Sody Pup, Oba 1, Artistic Simplicity, Time Rhino Seahorse, and Purple Nickel have all chipped in to the train. They're the cars and cabooses. Everyone's a caboose if they want to be. Oops, all cabooses. What would that do? Train experts? Have you ever thought about pushing the limits and doing all cabooses? Bet you haven't. Bet you didn't have what it takes to do all cabooses. The man would never let the people have such caboosey. Will that be a power bottom? Yes, a power back. Chat, we have 2 minutes.
Come on, baby. I know you want to win.
Bingo, dingo.
Let's work out.
We're finishing this one. And if we unlock double Dingo, we're running the card through because we're already playing 4th of July SectaculAR Bingo. It could be a double bingo.
So, you free for some badminton?
Lucky 13. Oh, fuck.
What about
Fuck.
squash?
Press the wrong button.
Get your heart racing.
Press the wrong one,
A little too
dude.
intense? What about some yoga? Or maybe Tai Chi? What's that thing called? Pilates?
To think I was only watching on YouTube. I know, right? It gets crazy on the stream.
Hiking.
And we're not even there yet. Who knows?
To ride to the countryside. Spread out a picnic blanket. You know.
Oh, my God! 5 A's.
Maybe you want to get higher.
Giving one to 2 loose holes. The Lizard Whiz.
I just wanna gargle yummy cum in my yummy tummy.
Maybe long distance running. I've heard that it builds up endurance.
That's for 2 loose holes, I bet.
Surprise what I can
Fuck off.
It's a work of a sweat with you.
The Lizard Whiz, Light Zor, the Wilhelm Scream, Smith Todd, thank you. Katra, how dare you? Chucky, thank you. Artistic
I
Felicity.
just want to gargle yummy,
How
yummy
dare you?
in my yummy, yummy tummy.
How dare you?
I hope you guys have a
Easy. First time ever gifting a sub, and you gave one to Hologram Cat Girl. Thank you.
Not at all.
God. Not at all, please. Not at all. But chat, you did it. I mean, that's really fucking close. That's really close. We'll do the double dingo. We'll do the double dingo. Lock it in. End of the stream, we do another dingo, and it's the same card. Amazing. Thank you, Donnie, for the good stuff. I guess I might as well stop that. Since you done did it, chat. You did it. Make sure to thank your corn whales, SMG Hottie, I'm Not a Cat, and Sody Pup. That's your top 3. Next Hype Train on sale? No. Well, no, you don't need it. You did it. You did the damn thing. Yeah, we're finishing this dingo, and we're going to do this dingo later. Yes. You get it all. You get the whole thing. He just uploaded this. What's this?
What do we have here?
Apples?
We got some southern fried apples.
Okay.
Find out how to make this on an upcoming episode of Dave's Cooking Show.
Are you gonna eat that with a fork? This looks like a filling that you eat a couple of, like you taste it and then you shove it into a pie or something. Don't just eat this with a fork though. It looks like it worked though. Looks like pie insides. Horses love apple. Horses would fucking love that, dude. SMG Hottie, I'm Not a Cat, and Sody Pup. Whatever Lamparinos you would want. Well, he dumped it out of a can. I'm almost positive that's what happened. Hey all, dude. You say it like that pretty much every time now. It's great. It's great. You're great. Is there an MLM one? Men Loving Men, not Marxism, Leninism, Maoism? Are you sure? Yes, Sody Pup. We do have that. We call it Achillean. We can do this if you'd like. It is a Hellenistic term. Multi-level marketing flag. That's exactly it. Multi-level marketing. Exactly. All right, let's continue our bangase. Let's continue it right now. You guys got it.
Perfect little app for our 4th of July spectacular. Okay, the last of our sides and appetizers are Kansas City sliders. And the first thing we got to do is make the Kansas City barbecue sauce.
Oh, it's ketchup. I thought it was tomato sauce, and I was like, what did he pour into there? Ketchup and brown sugar again. What'd I say? Everything he cooks, he is stirring mayo into something, or he's stirring ketchup into something. Every time.
So, to a saucepan, I have 2 cups of ketchup, a cup of apple cider vinegar, a cup of brown sugar. Now we're going to be adding the rest of our spices, which is a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of mustard powder, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of pepper. I used
Nothing gets you in the mood for burgers quite like smaller burgers. It reminds me of Harold Penisman, a gun and a smaller gun.
white pepper to be specific. But
To be
black
specific, I don't have it on here. Fuck! What the fuck?
Perfectly fine. And then you're going to want to add a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. If I didn't pronounce that, I don't care.
I don't care. Mispronounces. Don't have it.
And then basically you just want to cook this on a about medium low heat. You want a decent simmer on it.
Worcestershire.
For approximately, I'd say about 13 minutes. 13, 14 minutes. And then turn off the heat and allow it to cool, and then place it into a condiment bottle. Okay, we got our patties ready, our little slice.
Okay, definitely not hot enough. We have dark charcoal still that isn't ready to go. I'm so glad it's not the other grill though, so it's a W. My hope is that the clam was on this so that these could preheat, like the whole place could preheat. If you don't put the clam on, like the lid on this, you're losing the heat. It's only radiating from the bottom, but you're like losing the point of the grill. Do I have anything for doesn't heat up the grill enough?
Slider patties. These are 2-ounce patties that I kind of use my hands to make not super duper thin.
Around the edge too.
But about a quarter of an inch thick, give or take. Quarter of an inch, third of an inch, somewhere in there.
His work shoes.
And I'm using lump charcoal.
This size 8
as my fuel source. And then these literally take 120 seconds aside, and they're good to go. I personally go by feel. When it's kind of nice and firm, I know my burgers are done.
Nice.
Seasoning is just my local burger seasoning that I get from my local grocery store. You could certainly make your own, or just salt and pepper. Yeah, just give them a nice little dusting.
Dusty.
Don't worry about spillage.
Very
As you can
slow
see, the
burn.
fire will take care of it.
Yeah. So
And then
every time, why don't you just do that on the plate right before you put them on?
to give these things a flip. And then
They're hockey pucks. You overcooked them.
it's time to give these things some cheese.
It's better than the other grill. I'll tell you, every time he cooks on this thing instead, it's better than the other grill.
I took slices of cheddar and quartered them up. I'm adding 2 of those little slices.
Why are you avoiding the center?
These things, and then I'll give them about 30 seconds for the cheese to melt, and then we'll bring it in the house. And as you can see,
So when you flip them the one time, like, that was it. Put the cheese on. But you didn't. You like flipped them back over. It's crazy. These are hockey pucks now.
see we got our nicely toasted slider buns. I'm adding some shreddis.
Oh, you're not putting anything on the bottom. Whatever sauce you want, it can be your mayonnaise again. You gotta have some kind of glue on the bottom. You need a fat layer so that when it doesn't soak through. Although I guess yours is so dry it doesn't matter. But you're gonna need the lubrication as well. And then it dresses the salad, so you can put the tomato on the bottom of that, and then put the lettuce on top of that. Right? You feel me?
Followed by a tomato slice.
Right, because now this is on a precipice and it's all crazy. But if you put it on the bottom, the lettuce on top, burger on top of that, now the burger drips down into this. This, it's got all that. The mayo moves up through it. Makes sense. Structurally sound.
Then one of our slider patties.
Now it's squirting out of here. Yeah, dude, you see these are overcooked, right?
And then some thinly sliced red onion. And then some sliced dill pickles.
What is this song?
What do I always say
Sounds like
about
Wii Tennis?
Burgers without pickles? Probably going to be garbage. And then a nice drizzling of that Kansas City barbecue sauce that we made.
Like on the pickles.
Then just put the top bun on top. And that's that. Kansas City sliders. Now let's move on to the mains.
Gonna eat a burger before my burger. You see how these aren't white yet? You gotta wait. Like, you can move them around or something. They're not ready. It could be, it's hot enough to cook, but it's not ready. You gotta let that go.
Okay, now we're on to our mains. Don't worry, these are real.
I made I made teriyaki chicken. I didn't put it in the chat. Oh, let me do it. Teriyaki chicken that I did on the grill, which is why I thought of it. Do it. There we go. All right. Naturally, it's not that pretty, but I think you'll think it looks good. Teriyaki chicken. It was really good.
Real easy to do. Anyone can do these for their 4th of July spectacular celebration.
Spectacular! I knew
here,
it was a
I've
spectacular. We all knew it was a spectacular. He couldn't hide the truth from us. We know a spectacular when we see one. And this is it. Just a bunch of cooking videos all in a row with no cohesion. We're not going to see at the end a big platter, are we? That would be amazing. And it'd be all cold as shit because it takes him forever to do everything. Dude, if he could get his, like, time management down, that'd be great. Why is the first thing you asked me in this an incest question? What the hell? You like a Destiny fan or something? That's my gut instinct. Hey, off topic, brother. What do you think about incest, bro? Huh? All right. I'm going to watch this guy make burgers. He's going to do a great job this time.
Some lump charcoal in my grill. Ready to go. Rip roaring hot. Lump charcoal, I like it better for beef. It burns a lot hotter, burns a lot faster, and leaves almost no ash, unlike briquettes. But it is terrible for indirect because it doesn't last anywhere near long enough and, again, burns way too hot.
Again?
And really, outside of beef, bison, and lamb, it's not too good.
Looks like the no sex is not a choice.
Cool.
For things like chicken.
Thanks, Chuck.
Chicken and pork that need a lower temp. Okay, now I'm going to add our quarter-pound patties.
This is perfect for Dave. He has no choice but to preheat this. And so he can't fuck it up. All he has to do is season these. This is just for you because it's hot over top of one of these, man. Season it right before you put it on. and then season it at the end. Like, put it on there, let it sizzle, let it almost all the way finish, flip it, put the cheese on, and then pull it off essentially as soon as the cheese is done melted. Done. It should take not that long.
Directly
I shouldn't be
over
seeing hockey pucks, though. You need to get your ass moving.
coals.
Get your ass moving.
And then this will...
Sorry, I'll just head out. I love the idea. Hold on. I love the idea of a person coming in to a random Twitch chat and earnestly asking if it's okay if you're fucking your like sibling, your brother or whatever. And then people are like, "Wow, dude, that's a fucking weird thing to just say right away. We don't even have a relationship at all. We're new here." And you're like, "Sorry, I'll just go." Like, I love the idea of you being like, actually, like, "Damn, that didn't work. Why didn't anyone fucking take?" You know what I mean? Like, it's the idea of the person that's like, "Fuck, man, did I come on too strong?" Like, yeah, I think maybe you're fucking your sister or whatever, and it's not good. What? Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing. Sibling lamp when? Wow, that's too woke for me, okay? We found the line.
Take approximately about 2 to 4 minutes aside.
Now, Fox on Silver Fur can ask me. There you go. I've been here a while. What do you think about sister fucking corn, man? I think if you don't know that you're siblings and there's been no coercion, and you just don't know, ever, but you were siblings... Not a big deal, probably. Obviously, genetically, it could rear its head, but there's very few. There's probably zero situations that have ever existed that don't involve some kind of fucked up thing that led to two siblings wanting to have. Like, have you guys ever seen fucking Crimson Peak? I'm imagining that shit. Like, there are, like, don't fuck your sibling. For multiple reasons. Obviously, there's the short list of like your kids could be fucked up, but I don't care. I don't think relationships are all procreative. Here's something that you shouldn't do because your sibling is definitely, there are other fish in the sea. There are other people out there that you need to experience, and it definitely should not be your sibling. It should not be. You need to have a wide breadth of life experiences outside of your immediate family gene pool. If Tom Hiddleston was your brother, you would commit incest, Tyrannosaurus Horse. You want to commit to that? Do you want to? Is everyone like, yes, I would commit incest if Tom Hiddleston was my sibling? Is that where you're at? Like, think of your sibling right now that exists. Not when you say it like that. When Tom Hiddleston was my stepbro, it was a little better. All right. That's my take.
I go by feel.
Yeah,
generally with burgers, you want to go to well done, but if it's medium well...
What do you mean you want to go to well done with burgers? You don't... No. Misunderstands burgers. Smash burgers, it's like that's the draw because you're getting the crispies. But even for this, I'm not looking for well done. Like, certainly not the kind of well done you're going for. You can do this medium. Yeah, this is hot enough. You just got to be quick, man. You got to be quick about it. Burgers can definitely be pink in the middle. All like. Okay, man, I kind of get her. Oh no.
It's fine too. If you ground the meat yourself, feel free to go to medium.
Look at you putting it over the middle of the flame. Let's go! Dave, you can't fuck this up. He's going to do it. I'm going to watch this man cook a burger. This is it. He's got it's fine. He's I assume he's going to have another one here. You just have to put him on in the way that you're going to take them off. You know?
For this can be anything. You can make your own burger seasoning.
Okay, whatever.
I like to use the burger seasoning that, again, my grocery store sells.
Okay.
Or
dude, if he body shames someone, we could get a bingo in this.
Just simple salt and pepper.
What the fuck?
All right, now.
Fuck. So you preface this with "I want them well done" because of what happened. I see. You were too fucking slow. These are briquettes now. God damn it. God damn it.
Now our burgers are done. Time to add a nice little slice.
Look at the chaos.
Of pepper jack cheese.
Yeah.
And then
Just
give this about a minute
over,
to melt up.
Littering all over his yard.
Here's the spice mix for our
Immediately
curry
out of
fries. It
focus.
involves a tablespoon of curry powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder.
You could have done
a
it,
half
dude.
a tablespoon of paprika.
You could have.
And salt and pepper into a little itty bitty bowl.
You said he couldn't fuck it up. He was nailing it.
And
his problem is time management in regards to that specific situation. It's probably also going to be construction, but
and just mix this around.
He also made a burger appetizer for burgers. Have you ever gone? It's like going to Applebee's and getting sliders and then ordering a burger. That's crazy, right? I feel like that would be weird. No one does that. No one
Let's
should
make
do
our
that.
fries. And then you want to add some French fries to a deep fryer. You could certainly use an air fryer if you wish. But I think if you're going to do French fries, screw being healthy.
I like oven fries too. You can do both. I don't always feel like I want to fry stuff. My oven does just fine. Spray them with a little bit of oil and make sure that they're evenly spaced out and cook them at like 450. You'll be good for like 20 minutes, 15. Depends on the cut. You'll be fine.
And bust out the deep fryer. And just follow the package.
If you want to go through the rigmarole of frying, which sometimes I do, because I want a crispy fry, then definitely it's better though.
Directions. Should be good to go.
350 degrees. A little under 4 minutes.
All right, let's go jump ahead to assembly. Okay.
It's always dry, fucking brown shreddis on the bottom.
First thing we're going to do, got our nicely toasted bun.
Why is it always
We're going to add some shreddis to that.
Out of the bag. Look at that. A cold puck, David. I'm looking at a cold puck. Why? Why can't we just do it?
A burger patty.
What is with you?
Another
Look at those. They're cold.
Burger patty. Because I like doubles.
That was fucking 500. That's probably like 600 degrees in them coals or more. And now, you got pucks.
You certainly don't have to do a double if you don't want to, but
Oh, I don't like Red Robin.
that's why I like quarter-pound patties.
I haven't been a long time, though, in your defense. I would rather go to Applebee's than Red Robin 10 times out of 10. 100 out of 100 times.
Then some thinly sliced
We don't go very
red onions. And then some
Did you just make the same exact thing as the sliders?
tomato slices.
Is he going to put shitty barbecue sauce on this? Pickles?
And
Yeah,
then
of course.
some bread and butter pickles.
Do you see how like crazy this is? You're going to try to bite through this and it's just going to go everywhere.
Because as I always say, if a burger doesn't have pickles,
Oh my god.
Probably gonna
repeats
be
himself.
garbage.
Literally repeats himself. Is there anything else?
and then we want some ketchup. And a little
That was a big one.
and a little bit of mustard.
And a little bit of mustard.
And pop the
That
top
was 3 fucking ounce.
bun on top.
Sheesh.
Or that
Fuck bicycles!
No way any mustard wound up on that bun.
finishes the burger off.
Guess not. I guess not.
And then just serve with a handful of those curry fries. And that's that. That's our all-American burger.
Body shame someone, idiot.
All right, let's move on to the next dish. Okay, next up we have BLT hot dogs. These are real simple to make.
You say that, and I'm gonna watch you struggle, right?
Starts with rolling a piece of bacon around a hot dog.
Sure.
To be specific, these are
I don't have it.
Nathan's hot dogs.
Nathaniel. I prefer Kogel's beef Viennas, and I'm right. Not everybody can get them though, so you're not wrong if you're eating something else. But yes, you are.
And trust me, if you can get Nathan's hot dogs, I recommend them. And then simply, I'm gonna.
They're fine. They're fine hot dogs.
Put a toothpick in both ends. And that's pretty much the prep on the hot dogs. Okay, time to put the hot dogs on the grill. As you can see, I have this set up for indirect heat, which is the coals on one side. I'm using briquettes, of course, and the hot dogs on the other. Then you want to put the lid on, set this grill for about 300 degrees, and then, yeah, it'll take about 15, 20-ish minutes. Just go until we basically, the bacon looks done. Okay, assembly. First thing we're going to do is lay down some mayonnaise on our nice toast.
It's kind of heavy on the mayo, but that's okay. It's correctly applied.
Toasted hot dog bun.
Great. Let's see it. Can he make a hot dog?
Then we've got our nice little tomato slices.
He's gonna do it, dude.
I sliced the tomatoes into obvious slices, but I cut the tomato in half first.
Okay. It's a lot of... I love tomato. I don't love these tomatoes. I don't love that you keep them sliced in a thing. I do love that you're eating vegetables. So it's a mixed review for me.
And then we want our hot dog.
It looks like he quiffed it.
And obviously this
hot
goes
dog?
without saying, but somebody will bring it up. Remove the toothpicks before you serve the dish.
I was not.
And then, of course, lettuce.
Well, there goes the presentation. So, if you would have put the lettuce right there, brother. Put the lettuce right there. Let it nestle into a little nest. Now it's drizzled with mayo. If you feel like you just absolutely need it, you can have more at the end. Yes, my love.
When you fed the kitties, did you give them the chicken with extra gravy? Do you remember?
Probably. It was extra gravies, though, for sure, because I chose that one because I wanted him to eat it.
Chicken or turkey. I just tried to give them the chicken with extra gravy after Mickey's been begging me for hours, and now he doesn't want it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you had this exact same thing earlier today.
It was the, like, orange and red one.
Maybe it's turkey.
I thought turkey was purple. I thought it... Oh, Darwin. All right.
Oh, yeah, the turkey is purple, so yeah, it was chicken. That's the same thing.
You gonna go with Mom finally? Good. Good. All right, let's keep going.
That's it. That's a BLT hot dog. America 250.
A thing that he has otherwise executed, he didn't ruin. You can still eat this, and you're gonna be like, "That's a hot dog with bacon on it, yay!" You really could have just assembled this with some thought, and you would have been fine. It's always
America.
It's a hot dog, right? There's not many things you can do to a hot dog where I'm gonna be like, "I'm not eating that."
250. Okay, next up. Last, but certainly not least,
Please
we
fucking crush this, David. That looks like lard.
Have a red wine bourbon steak. Now, as you can see here,
you didn't salt it. God damn it. I gotta sneeze. You gotta salt this ahead of time, brother. You're gonna love it.
Not least,
you also didn't let this preheat quite enough, but that's okay.
I'm
not seeing wisps or anything.
Have a red wine,
like
bourbon.
You have to salt this ahead of time, not right now. Like, I'm glad that you did at least do something. Like, it looks like he seasoned something on this side. But you have to do it ahead of time. Not just right away, because you just did. It's not gonna be good enough. Salt it ahead of time, I promise. I promise. Just do it. Just do it. At least an hour before you eat a steak. Especially a thick guy. Fuck. You will thank me later. Moisture will pull off the surface, and then it will keep moisture in on the inside. Just try it. Just try it one time, Dave. Try it side by side. Do it the way you've always done it, and then do it the way I'm suggesting. Trust me. Hot dog, burger. So hot dog, mini burger, hot dog. He did 2 hot dogs? What was the first hot dog? He did bacon in the salad with mayo. Oh, it was brats. You're right. That is a hot dog. So hot dog, pasta, hot dog, burger, hot dog, steak.
Steak. Now, as you can see here, in my cast iron pan, in a little bit of oil, I have a boneless New York strip steak that we're going to heavily salt and, of course, heavily pepper.
Yeah, I shouldn't be seeing you season the steak at this point, in my opinion.
And then we're going to
add some extra
cook
if you want.
3 minutes aside. Obviously, if you want your steak a little more done, then obviously increase the time. But I like my steak fairly rare. And then we're going to remove the steak from the pan, drain the grease and fat off, and then put the pan back on the range.
Don't you fucking pour cream or something.
Deglaze with a 1/4 cup or 1 shot of Kentucky bourbon. And once the bourbon is about 65 to 75% evaporated, you're going to want to add a 1/2 cup of red wine. Okay, as you can see here, I got my 1/2 cup of red wine just simmering.
I'm not crazy about doing a red wine deglaze boil in my cast iron skillet.
Away. And you want to reduce this by about half. You want this on about medium heat. Add a tablespoon of butter for a nice rich flavor. And it'll take about 6 to 10 minutes to do this. Again, if you want a thinner sauce, just leave more of the liquid in. After the wine has been reduced by about...
So, okay, usually you reduce it... Did you say add stock or something? What was that?
Add a 1/2 cup of beef stock.
Okay, yeah, you did it out of order. So... you deglaze or whatever, add your beef stock if you want. I mean, and then you reduce that, and then when you take it off the heat, then you add the butter, because then it will mount into the sauce. But this way it splits because you're boiling it. So now the fat and stuff, it splits from itself and de-emulsifies from them. So now you just have like droplets instead of a smooth sauce.
After the wine has been reduced by about time to...
Yeah, he also dumped out the fat and added butter, which is, very strange. He's going to have to reduce this for a long time.
Add a 1/2 cup of beef stock. And then you want to keep this on about the same heat. And cook this for 6 minutes.
Wowzers. Audio issues.
At the 5-minute mark, slice your steak into whatever style or size slices you like. And arrange on a...
He's going to pour water on this. It's going to be so watery.
All right, we got our steak all nicely presented. This is about the way...
You hacked it to pieces. I'm seeing gray here on this side, and I'm seeing that maybe the other side got a sear.
I like my steak. Again,
this is the way I like my steak. I don't know if that's true, David. I think you say that about everything you make. This is the way I wanted to make it, when it's not true. You didn't have control.
If you want it a little more done, feel free to cook it for a little bit longer.
See water. Well,
and then we're just going to drizzle a good portion of this sauce.
It's not sauce.
Over the steak.
It's just... David.
And that's it.
Dave, that's not a meal.
A red wine bourbon steak.
That's not a meal.
And that is the 4th of July America 250 Spectacular.
Dipped it into the bowl to wipe off the side and made it worse.
Done.
Jesus. So your last, like, does this look good, man? Well, I believe that's a ding no, but honestly, that is way more than I thought we were going to get. Holy shit. Congratulations, knowers. Body shaming is a bingo. Worries about money, egg behavior, nose claw, rare W, beard petting, fake as fuck. Fuck off, Sharia Dave. Toxic masculinity, Queen Dave. Argues with chat, Dave Growl. Not Dave Grohl. No. Misogyny and worries about divorce. Boop, boop, boop. Ding no for life. Like it'll happen. Dude, look at the pause face. Look at my pause face. Can I zoom in? Yes. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
It's a bingo. It's happening now. Let's go.
With him a lot on politics.
Yelling.
But a shoe on head. I would say, as much as I disagree with the man, left wing a lot on politics.
There you go.
But as Shuan had so eloquently put it, he's talked to too many no-no people, talked about too many no-no topics, and suddenly he's supporting fucking Trump. Because Kamala wouldn't come on his program. Trump, did it within 45 fucking minutes, and he was like...
Oh, you're talking about Joe Rogan. I was trying to figure out with context clues what we were talking about.
Fine, we'll talk for 3 hours. He signed the NDA without even looking at it. It's like, whatever.
I hope you have a fantastic day.
I don't know what that means. Why is that good? You got one today, 67 months! 6'7" me, holy shit. He did it.
Fine, let's talk.
Does a voice? Don't have it. Okay, I'll leave.
Senate Democrats say they prefer socialism over capitalism.
If they do, then by God, there's not a Democratic Party left. I can't.
Oh, no.
Well, then there's not. The Democrats will die.
Mm-hmm.
The DSA will completely take over the party, and they will be a permanent minority party in the United States for, once again, as Shuan had, they're going to be under Republican rule for the next 100 years.
Okay. Cope.
So basically, until my dying day, unless they find out how to make humans live past 144 years.
You're going to live 144 years? What?
Can't put up with that crazy shit. That's nuts.
The people that describe America as an effing disgrace and would wipe her face with the flag.
Folks need to stand up, or they will take over. And again, not Democrats.
But when you say Israel should not exist, then
they're losing it. They're losing it.
And again, I would like to point out before I get into this video, if Israel wanted their genocide, they could have it in 5 minutes.
NPC dialogue tree.
I remind everyone, Israel is a nuclear-armed state.
Dave, look at a map. If they nuked anywhere, like if they would nuke the West Bank, that would be nuking themselves. They nuke Palestine and Gaza, that'd be nuking themselves. Like, you're so stupid. Just caveman brain. Not even.
I sincerely apologize to you, dear viewer, for making you suffer through the rantings of those shit-for-brain centrists who are still apoplectic about the socialist takeover of the
You know, honestly, if the Democrats listened to Shoe on Head, they'd be far more dangerous.
Dude,
and this
what is your obsession?
With me heavily disagreeing with Shoe's social policies. Yeah, Shoe is a bit of a leftist. She does have a bit of the socialist bent to her. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I don't really agree with that.
The Lord of Patriarchy can fix her.
Ooh.
I still got one trick up left up my sleeves.
Do you? What? What would that be? What would that be?
Free Palestine!
That's what you're saying we need?
But she's correct. You people went too far fucking left.
That's why the far left is winning? What? You're winning because you went too far. No.
I mean, you did. Mike, I'm actually shocked I didn't see a video of you fucking whining and crying about the whole trans decision from the Supreme Court.
Democratic Party, but I, for one, enjoy their shrieking because even though it is insufferable, it's cathartic because their tears are a sign of our imminent victory. And when it comes to James Carter...
What's the cheapest bit? We'll just make Free Palestine the cheapest one we have. I know it's not 50. Is it 52? 52 it is. You guys can spam Free Palestine chant anytime you want. I'll make it 52. 1 second. Wait, did I just wait. Wait, what is this?
Jake needs to have his pussy pampered.
Fuck. I accidentally edited the wrong one. I can't do 48. That's my lowest one is 50. What was pussy pampered just a second ago? I accidentally... Wait, maybe if I leave and come back, because I didn't save it. Never mind, we're good. There we go. We're good. I made a copy.
Carville in particular, he is unfortunately...
Your imminent victory.
Yes.
You still have another election. And while some of the areas are your imminent victory, because you have a vote blue no matter who population there, which I really wish wasn't a thing, but I also wish there wasn't a vote red no matter what.
What?
Could take it out of the other
EP?
side. I wish people would actually get educated and vote for who they thought would do the best job for them.
Yeah. What, David? What? Fake as fuck. Shut up.
But we don't live in that society, so, here we are. Jake needs to have his pussy pampered.
Fuck, dude. Thank you, daughter Tiamat. What should Free Palestine... I need an emo, or not an emo, like a picture to put with the Free Palestine biddies. What should that be, chat? Put it in bidet stream, what you think I should put for that. First come, first serve. First one I like, I'm doing.
you still got to get through the general, and the problem is that your far left candidates alienate obviously every right wing candidate, but they alienate me too, and I'm independent, and I actually research candidates.
Dave, you don't. You're a right-wing freak.
I actually
go
go to their websites and see what they want to propose and see what they want to do.
Great job.
And while I know they may get nothing of that done, the fact that they're even thinking it is a red flag. And your candidates all have red flags. And I know I'm not alone in this sentiment. And it doesn't take much to turn blue seats into red.
Dude, you are coping.
And people are getting way more fixated on the fact, on the socialist takeover of the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
And that pushes out every single son of a bitch and independent.
Okay.
Which you need to fucking win.
No, we don't.
I don't know how to...
You're like just full of, like, I guess, not full, empty of clarity. That's really what it is. The center isn't a thing. The lost voters are leftists and other people who are progressive, who don't have, they don't have any enfranchisement in the process.
I gotta tell you this, Mike. Katie Porter's utter destruction, not once but twice, should tell you the country isn't progressive.
We don't like Katie Porter.
No longer with us. And that makes it sound like he's dead. He's not dead.
All right, 52 is Free Palestine.
Even though he kind of looks like a chewed up naked mole rat or one of those undead soldiers from Dark Souls. But he's just choosing to leave the Democratic Party and formally calling for a divorce now that socialists have infiltrated the party. Maybe Nick...
No, he's calling for a divorce because he wants to win. And you can't win in the vast majority of places with socialists.
What?
Now, Mike, I understand this.
Yes,
I don't
you
know
can.
if cum dumbs brain cells.
Cum, ooh, sexual harassment.
But, you can't actually win in most places in the country outside of, at best, a U.S. House seat with socialists or Democratic socialists. Free Palestine!
Let me...
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
It just loops. We can just keep chanting.
Free Palestine!
Yeah, chance.
Free Palestine!
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know the photo crop badly.
Palestine!
We'll try that. Maybe that'll work. It's not a very sophisticated editing situation I have on my end, but...
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
There you go.
Free Palestine!
Yeah, I just have an image size slider.
Honestly, if AOC were to try to challenge Chuck Schumer, she'd either
hacking and coughing, she would destroy him. It's not even close. Free Palestine train? Well, anything under 100 bits doesn't start a train, so you guys can do that without interrupting the thing. But during a hype train, it will add to it.
A, lose the primary. Or B, no bullshit. That seat would flip red.
No, dude. You're crazy.
Remember, New York was
crazy.
closer to flipping for Donald Trump than Texas was for flipping for Kamala Harris. Or Florida.
Genuinely delusional.
New York was way closer than it should have been.
Brana and Jimmy Dore will let him join the People's Party since he also hates AOC. But as mad as he is...
Jake should be rolling and change the next time he gets a Zionist in for chat. Oh, shit. I don't want to talk to any Zionists, though. Maybe next time one stops and is in chat. There's nothing to be had with a conversation with one of those people at this point.
We actually...
The 2024 presidential results are my source.
Do have Mr. Carville to thank in part for these socialist victories, ironically enough,
True.
because if it weren't for his terrible advice, socialists might not be doing as well as they are right now, and I'm not being facetious. At the start of Trump's second term, James Carville penned an op-ed in the New York Times encouraging Democrats to not fight Donald Trump, writing, quote, "The most radical thing we can do is nothing at all." What? Because by his logic, if Democrats just stood back and let fascists destroy the country, then
Americans would be like, see?
Well,
isn't that bad?
You don't see the play here?
Americans would come running back.
Palestine!
Oh, yeah. DSA wave is definitely coming. I agree, Thrace. Thank you.
The party with open arms. Turns out that strategy was not too popular with the Democratic Party's base, as any poll.
No, that would have actually been the best strategy. As much as I don't like James Carville. If they'd have just given Trump his 2 years.
This is a monetary reward for you being a good boy.
Thank you.
Didn't really fight back all that hard.
What?
They'd probably be in position in this November for an honest-to-God blue wave.
They already are.
But what did they do?
Well, it's going to be a secret red wave, though, because DSA. Purple wave.
They fought him at every turn. They stood on the 10 side, or the 20 side of every 90-10, 80-20 issue. They still want genital mutilation surgeries for children.
What?
And where's that left the... Oh, completely underwater. And they went further fucking left. Mike, at what point?
Meet God.
What will it take? You guys being in a fucking super minority?
As leftists, we're already in a super minority. What you're seeing is actually us getting more representation. There's a third party inside the Democrats. And we're what the country has wanted for a long time.
When the fucking Republicans take a supermajority in both chambers, and it's either A, goddamn Trump, or B, J.D. Vance?
J.D. Vance does not have the sauce. No chance. He'll lose. The only way J.D. Vance wins an election is if Donald Trump is, like, gunned down, or the only way J.D. Vance will be president is if Donald Trump is gunned down, and in the process of that, J.D. Vance grabs a rifle and then defends the nation and has, like, does a last stand thing and, like, kills all the terrorists, and it's all caught on film. He would have to literally do that to have any sauce whatsoever.
You're pushing every single person.
And even then, I'll be honest, AOC would smash him.
That is not a fucking socialist out of the party, and the vast majority of the American populace is not a goddamned socialist.
Yes, they are.
One of the most fucking effective ads that got Donald Trump reelected was Kamala Harris is for they, them. Donald Trump is for you. And you keep doubling down on that fucking bullshit. I mean, I don't know why I'm dictating my enemy.
I don't think it's the government's place to tell me what I can or cannot do in regards to my personal expression anyway. Like, you don't need to be trans to know that it should be okay for, like, Dee Snider to wear a dress. Like, this shouldn't be a conversation.
Their mistakes. But I guess maybe I want to, at least for a little while, have a viable opposition party. But I don't think I'm going to have it for much longer.
I know, because the Republicans and Democrats will both lose. And there'll be nothing.
All right. And then we have this.
Let's talk about this. This person said, how about the fact your Democrats could have made the right for abortion a law? Clinton, Obama, and Biden.
Well, to make it a right, you know what, I'll let him talk.
All had 3, the House, Senate, and the Oval Office for 2 years. What, hang on a second, happened? And then somebody says, you do know Roe was still settled case law before Trump, right? And he said Roe v. Wade was unconstitutional. The Supreme Court in 1973 never should have taken the case. Keep in mind that before 2022, every election year, the Democrats would partly run on the abortion issue. Why would that be? If they would have made it a law, blah, 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 blah. So the first thing I'm going to say before we get into the bigger context of the video is I don't believe that Roe v. Wade was unconstitutional, nor...
Agree.
Roe v. Wade was neither constitutional nor unconstitutional. It should have been decided by the states.
What? What? That means it's constitutional. If you allow the states to do something, it means it's allowed in the Constitution.
In the first place. And had... You know what? I'm going to blame both sides for this.
Great.
Had both sides just left it alone, it would have been in perfect equilibrium.
Left what alone? Both sides? People who want abortions and people who wish to prevent those people from getting abortions would have stopped interacting? That would have been just OW for people who want to get abortions, so I guess I agree.
And now we have the extremes on both ends. We have states that outright ban abortion, and we have other states like Minnesota, for example, where I live, that will let a woman get an abortion literally 10 minutes before giving birth. With Roe v. Wade, we at least had an equilibrium, and we could quibble over when that was. And I'm sorry.
Just make shit up.
But this would be my final verdict on abortion. This is just me. 20 weeks. That's long enough
NPC
to know your dumbass is pregnant, and that's long enough to know if you're going to have an abortion. It's long before brain development, which is what I believe human beings are. You get 20 weeks. Outside of that, if you get to 20 weeks in one day, fuck you. You waited too long. You're having the goddamn kid.
Disagree.
I think that's a reasonable compromise.
I think it's unreasonable. And you don't get to compromise.
Did millions of people for my entire life. I don't think it is unconstitutional for the federal government of the United States of America to protect medical privacy at the state level. I don't understand what's unconstitutional about that.
Because you're dealing with matters of state law, my friend.
What?
Like if you really want to know, that's the issue.
Having said that, let's move on to the crux of the issue. And it's the crux that I've heard from both people on the right and the left. Well, the Democrats failed to codify Roe. There is a reason why the Republican Party worked so hard over the course of 50 years to flip the Supreme Court. And I could turn around.
They didn't have to work 50 years.
Pretty
okay.
Yeah, they did.
It's
always
let's
it's a long
go.
time. He has no idea what he's talking
This
about.
would drag it back to Nixon, I
Slow
think,
brain.
or maybe Gerald Ford. No, this would drag it back to Johnson, I think. If we're going back to 50, okay, Johnson was a Democrat. I'll leave him out. So then you have
leave
Nixon,
Lyndon out?
Roe v.
Why?
Wade is, I think, decided within his presidency. Then you have Gerald Ford, and he's president for 5 minutes. Then you have Jimmy Carter. He doesn't do dick about it. Then you have Reagan. He doesn't do dick about it. And he's the most conservative, religious president. I mean, this is the same guy that had Jimmy Graham, Pat Buchanan, Jerry Falwell, and I can't remember the fourth one, all at his fucking inauguration the second time in 84.
We need lists on the bingo.
You had 2 terms.
Ragging at it again,
Then
dude.
you have George W. Or
I bet he says bagel instead of bagel. Bagel. What's on top of your house? A roof.
for George Bush the senior.
I don't think we're going to get a bingo, guys. Despite all
He
of
doesn't
it.
do dick about it. Clinton's in power for 8 years, and I believe in at least a couple of those years, he had a super majority. And
Lucky for you guys, even with the cooking thing, the only thing that added is alcoholic. Everything else I would have clicked already during this.
he didn't do dick about it to codify it into law or do anything about it.
He's not body shaming yet, but he could at any moment. He's got time.
Then you get George W.
He's just listing.
He doesn't do anything about it. And I will say this. The biggest mistake Democrats are making is viewing the Republicans as like the party of George W. Bush or Ronald Reagan. The last gasp of that version of the party was George W. Bush. The party of the Jerry Falwells, the party of the Pat Buchanans, the party...
No, they're literally still in this shit right now. You have Christo-fascist freaks in the government right this second. They love those guys.
Of the, the ultra-religious, psychotic... No. Right.
Dave, they're literally all over this. Donald Trump has a cabinet filled with these people. Like, literally his Secretary of War.
That I just can't get on board with.
Between fucking keg stands.
So anyway, I had George W. Bush. He didn't do shit about it. Barack Obama. I know he had a supermajority for 2 years. He didn't do dick about it. And then finally the courts, because both sides of the argument couldn't leave well enough alone, you know, both sides had to fight every expansion. Both sides had to fight every contraction. No matter how minor.
Does Dave have an audience? No.
No matter
This is
how
the audience.
reasonable. It wound up back at the Supreme Court.
He keeps getting every account banned because he can't stop saying slurs.
Now it's just a state level, and the states can do whatever they want. And now you're at the point where some states ban it outright, even though they actually don't, because the day after pill, or the morning after pill, or birth control, or condoms, or any of the other 8 million ways we do to mitigate pregnancy is still perfectly legal in every state in this fucking union.
It's actually not true.
And you still can get on a plane and get a fucking abortion.
Nope. Now it's that could be like federal crime because you cross state lines at this point in some states.
In another state.
Wrong.
Yeah, suddenly, life is terrible.
He's like close to doing Sharia Dave shit, but
I
he
want to say
hasn't
the
quite
same
said
thing to Republicans when they had a Republican Democrat or a Republican president.
Dude, at the first half of this video, he was all over that beard, and he hasn't touched it once in the second half.
And a Republican Senate and a Republican House of Representatives,
He beard
they
pet
could
the
have passed
fuck
a
out
law
of it.
banning
He knows
abortion.
Claude.
Why didn't they ever
Because that would violate the 10th.
try? Because it really does come down to the Supreme
Thou shalt have no other God before me.
Court, right? Congress can make a law right now saying abortion is legal. It will get challenged. It'll go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will have the final say. That's how.
No. You see, the Supreme
That was only
Court
one
has
no.
to... The challengers of said law, one way or the other, have to give a grounds as to why it is unconstitutional. See, this is where the the Mail-in Voting Act.
Mail-in
They
voting?
deliberately kicked that can down the road.
Why?
Because they want Congress to actually make a law. Which is, at this point, like asking Jesus to pull a tooth. But...
Please clap.
That's why.
I don't have it on the card.
They just interpret the law. And you've noticed...
We don't have Supreme Court bingo.
You know, a flimsy-ass court decision is not a law.
Spaces, I guess.
And Donald Trump has said he'd veto any nationwide ban nor nationwide acceptance of it.
Interpret.
And nationwide acceptance of it.
It works here. And that's why people like Mitch McConnell didn't fight.
Former people like Mitch McConnell. He is definitely shuffled off this mortal coil. Though his husk may remain with us for now. There's nothing left in that. It's an empty... There's no ghost in the turtle shell.
Right. Year after year after year, election cycle after election cycle after election cycle to get a bill passed to ban abortion nationwide.
You're fucked. He could call this guy ugly right now.
He could have. He could have. But he knew it'd fail. And if you go too extreme with abortion... See, this is the thing. Nobody is willing to have a real discussion on reasonable abortion.
Yes, they are. All abortions are reasonable. No one is getting fucking willy-nilly 9-month abortions that they're just like, oh, I'm just feeling like killing my baby now. No one fucking does that. All of them are painful, agonizing, emotional processes. if they're ever happening late. Like, no one is carrying a fucking baby and knowing they want to do it, and then getting a late term abortion without it being a fucking crazy thing. The only way I could see that it was late and it's not this, oh, I wanted to keep my baby but it's not happening thing, is if they didn't fucking know, and even then that's fucking crazy and scary. They should be able to get an abortion. It doesn't happen very often, but it could definitely happen. And then there's, of course, all the fucking pedophiles out there. And then there's just all the, you don't even have to be a pedophile. You just have to be a fucking man that is trying to control a woman. And now you get your fucking wife pregnant or whatever, who's trying to leave you, and now she can't. And, you know, there's all sorts of fucking crazy stuff that Dave wants to happen to these women because they were dumb enough to think that it was fine that men should be safe or whatever. And he's like, oh, idiot whore. Can't believe she's so stupid and whorish, opening her legs for a man that had tricked her and did trust and then trapped her in a fucking cycle of abuse. Like, why is that her fault? Is victim blaming? It's crazy. Anyway, this is how these fucking incel freaks think.
It seems more and more times both sides are just going to the absolute extreme. Either abortion is banned outright, no matter what.
Extreme.
Or,
oh my God.
B, it's allowed up to the moment of birth. I'm sorry, but I think we can come to a reasonable compromise.
Anytime someone wants an abortion, they should be able to get it. Right? Like a C-section is an abortion of the thing, and the baby lives. It's intentional. These things can happen. Like, sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes you need to abort. It's like we have medical science now. I don't think you or a politician should be anywhere in the room in this discussion. It should be between the people that want abortions and that are providing them. I need the government out of this kind of shit. Like the decision.
Why they fought all
I'm fine if we have like guidelines around the safety of medical professionals and people, but like if someone is electing to get this, that is their decision. Absolutely.
Years to flip the Supreme Court, because that's where it matters. We can all make laws.
A fetus is not a person whatsoever. It can't experience the things you're saying it can experience.
In blue states right now, legalizing abortion, saying that abortion is legal across the board, and somebody's going to challenge it, and it's going to go to the Supreme.
Is that why several blue states, including mine, Minnesota, allow abortion up to literally 5 seconds before birth?
Yes, because sometimes they're medically necessary. They're increasingly rare the closer you get to the baby being born time, right? Because like no one finds out they're pregnant at 3 months, and then at fucking 8.5 months is like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm done with this. Because it's willy-nilly. I'm not even thinking about it. Like, I tried to think of something flippant, but all of it sounded reasonable to me. All of it sounded reasonable. You just don't want it? I don't care. You shouldn't be able to have it. I don't mind. We have too many people already. Dude. He's burping everywhere. I cannot believe the ding-knowers. I cannot fucking believe these people.
Wow.
What the fuck is happening with this guy?
Screw it. Good night, everybody.
Oh my God, dude. That's so crazy. That's a crazy outcome. The ding-knowers are brave soldiers of God, and they have been proven to be blessed. That's fucking so nuts.